All right, what's up, my brothers? This video I want to cover the difference between playing to win and playing not to lose. I had two very interesting conversations over the last day. One was a coaching call with a guy that was playing to win, and the other one was with a guy that I've known for a while that is playing not to lose. There's a big difference between the two. I think that guys need to grasp this concept as early on in life as possible and use it to their advantage. Just to understand that time's on your side when you're young. So let me explain what I'm talking about. Let's hop right into it. Playing to win and playing not to lose sound very similar, but they're very different. Playing to win is being the leader in your category, is going for gold. Nothing but is accepted. You know, there are no excuses. There's only answers, right? People that play not to lose, they've got a problem for every solution, sort of thing. So I'll use two very distinct examples. The guy that I got on a coaching call with the other day, 23-year-old young man, he's making $300,000 a year, working essentially in retail. It's a very niche, unique retail environment, but it's working in the sense where he's getting paid very well. He's been doing it for 5 years, likes the employer, likes the environment, but he feels like he's lining somebody else's pocket with gold, and he wants to go out on his own. Not married, no kids, nothing tying him down, the ability to maneuver, but it's a risk to walk away from a $300,000 a year job. It's good pay. That's in North America. It's great pay, in fact. So you want to abandon something that's a sure thing, which is playing not to lose, really, and go off on your own and start up your own business because you see some opportunities in there. You know there's some money to be made. I mean, guys, you know at the end of the day, if you've got an employer paying you 300 grand at 23 years old, there's a lot of margin in that business. There's a lot of money to be made if you can execute properly and find little niches within that. That's the playing to win mentality. That's a guy that's playing to win. He's made good money. He's done the work, doesn't make excuses. You know, he hopped on a good call with me, asked the right questions, and is doing it at a good age at 23. The guy that's, 45 or something like that might be asking similar questions, he's lost the advantage of time. You know, at some point there has to be a line in the sand drawn where you need to be more on the defensive when it comes to the choices that you make. Later on in life, hopefully you've made the money, you've become a millionaire by the time you're 30 or 40 years old, you got it all together. You can play more defensively, you can play more of the lines of playing not to lose. Let's talk about the second guy that I talked to who's playing not to lose and also in his 20s. Actually, I think he's early 30s if I'm not mistaken. Not paying for my time, just a guy that I've known for a while. He's got about an 8-month lull between now and a full-time gig that he's been technically hired at. Has a friend or family member that's working in an industry where he gets to sit around all day waiting for connections and having a conversation. Basically, you're connected with somebody that needs to have a conversation about a problem that they have, and all you do is sit around, picking your nose, playing tic-tac-toe, waiting for that to happen. That's playing not to lose. It's a different angle. It's a different approach. It's a defensive maneuver. And there's times in life where you need to have a defensive maneuver. There's times in life where you should be, playing not to lose. You certainly should not be doing that any time in your life if you've not put your dent in the universe. If you have the ability to maneuver, you're not tied down by wife and kids. You're not restricted by any of those limiting factors that some guys have in their lives. You should be taking riskier bets. You should be winning at some of those riskier bets. You're not going to win at them all. I mean, I told the guy that was 23 the other day, I said, look, let's say you do leave. Let's say you walk away from the $300,000 a year job. Let's say you start up this business. Let's say it flops miserably. You might burn through 2 or 3 years of your life figuring out what not to do, but you've got plenty of time to recover. You got lots of runway ahead of you to get the airliner off the ground and, soar like an eagle sort of thing. You've got plenty of time. So you should be, guys, in your 20s, so listen up. You should be playing to win. You should not be dicking around. You should not be playing it safe. That's not what the burden of performance is all about. Men need to take action in life. You need to take some degree of risk. You have to be a risk taker. Obviously the higher the risk, the greater the reward. But there's a distinction that I think a lot of guys are not particularly clear on. I got to get moving. Where they are stuck in a brutal cycle of just playing it too safe. And I don't like that word, playing it safe. There's guys in life that can play it safe very, very easily. I mean, Warren Buffett's made billions of dollars. You know, Jeff Bezos, you know, the big guys out there that can relax. And even then, I mean, you technically really can't relax that much when it comes to things like this, because you as a guy still need to do it. You need to get it done. You need to demonstrate you can get it done. So anyway, that's that concept, and I think it's an important conversation. I'm pretty sure I've talked about it somewhere else before on the channel, or maybe even on a Before the Trainwreck broadcast. I'm actually thinking about using this theme, this playing to win theme, to launch a new show. So if you guys are familiar with my channel, you know that I've been doing these Before the Trainwreck series every Monday night with my friend Sean Smith. And, you know, we take call-ins and people ask questions about how to avoid potential train wrecks in their relationships. That's really what it focuses on. And, you know, we help these guys sort that out. I also want to help guys put a dent in the universe. I want them to be effective and do something of value, you know, feel like they're accomplishing something. And there's a lot of guys that are rudderless. And some people say, what does rudderless mean, Rich? It means you're rudderless, you're aimless, you don't have a direction that you're going, you're not clear on it. So I think it's important that guys get incredibly clear and have that purpose and are heading toward the direction. I mean, you know, aiming the rudder to where you want to go is important. So I think I'm going to turn this into a second show on my channel. If you guys are interested, give this a thumbs up and leave me a comment below. But in similar format, I think I'm probably going to have a few other entrepreneurs maybe co-host with me, or maybe I'll do some solo sessions. But you guys seem to have a lot of questions about putting your own dent in the universe, finding purpose, how to make bank. And I don't know, maybe you're not getting the answers in your own circle of influence, but they're out there. I mean, if you go looking for them, you of course will find them if you ask the right questions. It's just, you have to get out there, do the work, and ask the right questions. I mean, the guy that was 23 that booked my time for coaching got the answers he's looking for. I'll put a little thing up there if you guys want to book my time for one-on-one coaching. I'm not cheap, but that's what it costs to, you know, get a conversation and get shit done. Also want to mention before I wrap up the video, my men's community, there's a card up on the top right of the screen. If you want access to that, it's an annual membership, no longer monthly. I'm doing it annually for a reason. Simply because I don't want people poking their head in there and walking away after a month or two because they don't want to do the work. Look at it like a gym membership. It's a commitment. It's a long-term commitment to update your beliefs, to become a better version of yourself. You're not going to get the cheat codes to life hopping in my community for a month or two and trying to solve the problem. So I've priced it at basically a full year's membership with a 2-month discount. So you're basically paying for 10 months up front instead of 12. So that's a discounted rate, but you're in it for 12 months. Those that want to do the work, well, get in. Card at the top right. Those that don't, will make excuses. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Share this with somebody that needs to see it, or tag it somewhere on social media. See you guys in the next one. Peace.